Hello friends, and welcome back to the tutorial of Arduino using IoT. In our previous video, we have learned how to interface the THT sensor, that is the temperature and the humidity sensor, using Arduino. Today we will learn how to interface ESP8266, that is the Wi-Fi module, to give the internet connection to a Arduino board, for which this tutorial is based on. So, before starting with something, let's just know what is ESP8266. ESP8266 is a Wi-Fi module which is a self-contained system on chip with integrated TCP or IP protocol stack that can give any microcontroller access to your Wi-Fi network. And ESP8266 is capable of either hosting applications, or we can say we can use it for using it as a hotspot, so others can also use your network to get an access to internet. Each ESP8266 modules comes with pre-programmed with an 80 command set firmware. Means there are some 80 commands through which we communicate our Wi-Fi module to our Arduino board so that we can get access to the internet. And the ESP8266 module is an extremely cost-effective board with a huge and ever-growing community. Let's just know the basic features and all about ESP8266 and also about the 80 commands. So here we can see this at the center. This is the pin configuration of our ESP8266 module, and its numbering starts like this: 1 from here, then 2, then 3, then 4, then 5, then 6, and 7 and 8. And number 1 is ground, second is TX, third is GPIO 2. Here there are two GPIO pins, that is GPIO 0 and GPIO 2, which we can use it as an input and also as an output, because at some time or in some conditions we can use this Wi-Fi module also as a microcontroller. Means it can work as a microcontroller also, so that it can have a control over the other devices. The basic features of this is that it is 802.11 2.4 gigahertz frequency. It works on it, and it provides security of WPA slash WPA2, and it has a Wi-Fi direct, and its power is from 3.0 to 3.6 volt. Means we can't supply it 5 volt directly, otherwise it will not work properly. So that's why we are using 3.3 to save our device also. And it has a standby of 0.9 microampere running at 60 to 215 milliampere and has an average of 80 milliamperes. And there are some more features also, like the memory speed. It works with 80 megahertz frequency, 64 kilobyte of instruction RAM, 96 kilobyte data RAM, 64 kiloboot RAM, 1 MB of flash memory, and lot more. So let's move on with the 80 commands that we are going to be use in a program to communicate it with other device and also to the internet. Like, here are the 80 commands. The first one is 80, that is used for the attention. Second, 80 plus RST, that is used to restart the board. 80 plus GMR to check which firmware version are we using. 80 plus CW mode to tell the Arduino or to tell the Wi-Fi module that in which mode we have to use it, either to use as a client so that it can connect to others Wi-Fi, or to use it as an access point, or we can say to use it as a hotspot for others so that others can access to its network. Or there is one more feature which we can use for client and access point both. Means in this case it can be used as both, also as hotspot and also as a client. And next one is AT plus CWJAP. This one is to join the network. When we are using the AT plus CW mode equals to 1, at that time we are using this command. Because in this command we are telling it that to which network it has to connect. SSID is the user ID to which we are connecting, and PWD is the password of that user ID. And next one is AT plus CWLAP, which is used to view all the networks that are available on which you can connect to. AT plus CWQAP is used for disconnect the network. AT plus CWSAP when you are using it as a hotspot, or we can say you're providing others the network so that they can connect to your network or to your Wi-Fi system. And there are some security features like I told you before, it provides WPA and WPA2 security, and there are some more commands that you can check out here. So some of these commands I will show you how to use it to connect to the Wi-Fi. So let's just start with that. So before starting with this 80 commands, let's just make the connections with a Wi-Fi module, that is ESP8266. The connection we are going to do will be in this way. Like here are, this one is VCC, this one is ground. We will connect it with the VCC and the ground, and the VCC we are providing here is 3.3 volt so that it won't harm our Wi-Fi module. And the next one is RX and the TX pin. And in the starting case we will connect our RX of ESP8266 to the RX of Arduino board and the TX of Arduino board to the TX of ESP8266. And one more pin we have to connect is, that is this one, which one is for CH, means chip select, and we will connect it to our VCC using a resistor which is ranging from 1 kilo ohm to 10 kilo ohm so that it will enable the chip to use. Let's just make these connections on our breadboard.
So this is a Wi-Fi module. Here the numbering starts from here. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. So in this way I will make the connection that I showed you just now. So let's just connect this to our Arduino board using the jumpers. So let's just make the connections. Now you can see I have made the connections of ESP8266 with my Arduino board using a breadboard. Now let's just see how to connect ESP8266 with our Arduino board and also to the internet. So let's just do that.
Now, as you have already made the connections from Arduino to your ESP8266 Wi-Fi module, so we can start with the programming and let's see how to do that. So first, go to new file. Just create this new file and just upload this to your Arduino board. But before uploading, first remove the RX and TX connections from your Arduino board, because if you connect it and at that time you will upload the program, it can harm your Arduino board. So it's better to remove that while you are programming or uploading your file to your Arduino board. So let's just first remove it and then upload it. Now I have removed it. So just upload the program. It's just asking to save it on desktop with Wi-Fi and save it and save it. So it is uploading your file and it has done uploading your file. Now make the connections of RxTX again. Now that you have uploaded the file, just go to the serial monitor. Here you have to write your commands that I showed you before, the AT command. Type AT to check whether it is working or not. Now AT plus RST to restart the device. It will restart this device. Wi-Fi connected, Wi-Fi good. Now AT plus GMR. It will show you the firmware version, that which version are we using. And now AT plus AT plus CWMODE equals to 1, 2 or 3, whichever we are using. 1 for client, 2 to work as a hotspot, 3 to work it for both as a client and also for as a hotspot. But I will be using right now as a client, so I will just type 1 and enter. So it has selected my mode, which mode I'll be using. Now let's just connect to the network. For that, write AT plus CWJAP, that is for joining the network, equals to, within quotations, first SSID, means to connect it to the network. To which network are you going to connect, that user ID for that. Like I'll be connecting to this not your Wi-Fi, so I will just type here not your Wi-Fi, not your Wi-Fi, and comma within double quotations again. Now write the password of your Wi-Fi to which you want to connect. So just type whichever, whatever will be the password of your Wi-Fi. Just type that. The password of my Wi-Fi is ashu@123. So I have just written this. Now enter. Actually my Wi-Fi was already connected, so it just first disconnected the data, disconnected the Wi-Fi, and then connect to the Wi-Fi again. And now I have got the IP, so I can check what is my IP. So for that there are some commands, like I'll just show you. And here is AT plus CWLAP. I'll show you what it will do. AT plus CWLAP. LAP means it will show me the list of Wi-Fi that is available, and enter. So it is checking for the list and it is shown me that these are networks are available right now. So now I'll be checking for Wi-Fi IP address. AT plus CWLIF. AT plus CWLIF and enter. AT plus CWLIF. Okay, wait, CWLIF. Okay. I just typed the wrong command. Actually, it is for access point when I'll be using it as a hotspot. But I want to check my ID, so the command will be AT plus CIFSR. AT plus CISFR and enter. Okay. AT plus CIFSR. So here we can see it is showing me the IP address to which I have connected my Wi-Fi. So now you can see my Wi-Fi, or we can say my Wi-Fi module ESP8266 is connected to my network. That is not your Wi-Fi. And there are some basics commands and many more commands that you can check on your own to check whether these are working or not according to your requirement. Now we have connected to a Wi-Fi, so we can access to the internet and use your project with the internet. So this was it for today. In our next video, we will learn how to use our projects and upload the data coming from my projects on the internet. I hope you liked my video. Please click on the like button if you like my video, and please subscribe to my channel if you want to stay tuned to my channel. So please subscribe to my channel, and thanks for watching this video.